My name is Usman,
My name is Sania.
and this is our first time buying a home in California.
I think Silicon Valley was critical in finding the right place. Like they showed us the right areas such as Los Gatos, Almaden, Evergreen, even Mountain View, which is like a city, but still like we had kind of that feeling. They showed us the right place to buy at the best advice possible, and they solved our problem.
Being out of state, we didn't know what made the most sense for our family. So one of my biggest fears was, are we choosing the right area to live in?
I'll echo it by saying that the schools, selling Silicon Valley was critical in kind of giving us that right information that, oh, here's the school details, here's everything. So you're buying in the right area, here are the right schools. So the schools was one of the key reasons why we're looking where to buy, because our kids are at that age. So that was the biggest fear, like when we were looking at homes. We were looking at homes that were really great, but the schools might not be that great. So that was the key point that Silicon Valley was all.
In proximity to my work.
It was my realtor in Chicago. I think she had a previous relationship with Danny, but when we had a conversation with Danny and Hans, that was just a no-brainer after that. And the way Hans kind of gave us all the information about every single home, and we basically had like a 30-minute conversation, and he knew what we were looking for. So that's where I was like, okay, I don't need to go with Redfin or anything like that. I know the right realtors that are basically know everything about Silicon Valley.
It was a complete package, so it wasn't just, he brought in, enough detail and information about each area we were looking at. He showed us the downtowns of each of those.
Oh yeah.
That's something that, you don't really get. Right, so we really appreciated that aspect. I think it's a complete SSV experience, like the way they put it.
I would message Hans and say, okay, I need this, and he's like, yeah, I'm on it. So it's just the availability was just an amazing experience.
Prompt, very
prompt on everything.
SSV went above and beyond in terms of, like I said, when we first came to the city to look for places, he came in with a package of things to explore, things to look at. It wasn't just limited to, okay, here's a list of 5 homes we're going to go and see. He brought in way more than that, and then on top of that, anything we asked for, from a recommendation standpoint, he had an answer to everything, from renovations or to anything that we asked for. He had a guy that he referred us to.
I would just say like there was a friendly aura about the Silicon Valley. Like every time we talked, or even when we came here for the first time, and Hans were driving us around, that was just a good experience. And I just kind of feel that it was like a family thing going on. You guys are trying to help us out with whatever is best for us, not pushing us anything, and also giving us the right input on every single house. Living in Canada, having all of these, our funds in Canada and all of this issue, but I think getting us into the right mortgage broker, and Monique and everybody, I just want to give a shout out to them as well. Like they were amazing. Rhonda, Monique, Clarice, they were just asking us questions every time. Okay, this is what we need. Let's make sure we get this on time. And then Hans was like there throughout, right? I mean, helping us. Okay, Usman, this is coming in. Can you please sign it quickly to just let us know that these things are time sensitive? So he was just on top of every single thing, right? It looks like he was looking at every single email. So that was critical.
And very diligently, right? And our situation was a little bit unique. I think we had a lot of curveballs then
exactly.
So
not being in the country for a year, so that was another issue, right? So
being there every step of the way. I mean, that's not something I expected from an agent. Frankly, I think we worked with a few in Chicago, and it wasn't this. I really didn't expect that. Just being there with us throughout this process and working on it very diligently was just something that I didn't expect.
I think one point I'll make towards that is that how we had bookings done to specific places, but even when we told Hans that, oh, I want to look at this place in Mountain View, he didn't say no. He probably had an idea that these guys won't like it. He took us all the way there. We looked at it, and then we decided not to go for it, right? But even then, I think the whole transaction and all of those things that he was working with us, the way he was working with us, is just like he was working for us, not for anyone else.
Forget about someone else. We'll reach out to you guys, and we're trying to sell this place.
Yeah, I mean, Hans is gonna be my realtor for life if he wants to be a realtor for the rest of his life, right? So he's gonna be my realtor as long as I'm in Silicon Valley, right? Because there's nothing to complain about. I mean, this was just an awesome experience. I'm not just like
Right.
sugarcoating this in any way or form. It was an awesome experience. I mean, throughout, like you can see, we probably had like 1,000 messages between me and Hans
Yeah.
through a 1 month process. Monique was very responsive. As I mentioned, Monique, Rhonda, Clarice, I think 3 of them, like I've been going back and forth. They were like just right on the dot. They were picking up my phone calls when I was saying, okay, what else is required?
That's so
And-
prompt.
Yeah, and they were giving us the right information that, okay, this
Yeah.
is what the lender requires. Would I recommend SSV? Of course, man, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
As I said, right, what does SSV stand for? 7-star value.